The Indiana Public Defender Commission is calling for major reforms to Indiana's system. The proposed changes come after multiple reports point to problems with public defense in the state, including unequal access to representation, overworked attorneys, and a lack of oversight. Mark Rutherford is the chairman of the commission and joins us now. Mark, thanks you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you for having me here.
So let's just start with there are 4 major recommendations put forth by the Public Defender Commission. Can you tell us a little bit about those?
Yes, they came from the task force, which had many more recommendations, but we decided at our meeting last Wednesday to focus on a statewide appellate program to see if the legislature would like to start getting that developed, to look at increasing our budget because more and more counties want to be a part of this voluntary program. We also are looking into reimbursements for misdemeanors. Now we're only authorized to do felonies and certain other types of cases like child and needed services cases. So we'd like to do misdemeanor reimbursement as well. And the last part about it is creating regional systems between the counties, memorandum of understandings that allow the counties to work together and have economies of scale. This is for the smaller and mid-sized counties.
So you talk about the reimbursements. How would that work and what would that help achieve?
Right. What that does is right now we reimburse felonies for those counties that participate in this voluntary program. We give them money to be able to meet our standards and to increase the quality and the ability of the public defenders to work. And what that means is that misdemeanors are the first level that many people approach the program, but yet their attorneys are overworked. Their public defenders, if they can't afford one, are overworked. This would allow the caseloads not to be as high and for their public defenders to spend the time necessary to do what's right for their client and what's right for law enforcement when it comes to what's good for criminal justice.
Now, you mentioned reforms to county public defender boards. What's that meant to do and what would that help achieve there too?
Well, the one that we're really concentrating on is having the legislature clearly authorize that the counties can have memorandums of understandings to basically create regional public defender systems. And that's to give them the economies of scale.
Why does the commission think that these reforms are so necessary?
The reason they're so necessary is we had a group called the Sixth Amendment Center study our program, and they found a lot of deficiencies, which have been mentioned previously about overworked attorneys, not enough resources, and the whole idea of this is to be able to create a system that we meet our constitutional requirements that people who can't afford an attorney get an attorney.
Last question, we're down about 30 seconds here, but these reforms are costly. Why should lawmakers make this a priority?
Well, one of the reasons it's a priority is the Constitution requires it. They should. It's the first thing. The other thing is when you have better attorneys, you have better outcomes, people get what they need to have as the way of sentencing, and ultimately, fewer people in jail, cost savings for the taxpayer.
Mark, thank you very much for being here today. Appreciate it.
Thank you.